Hello friend, in today's video we will learn how we can interface the heartbeat sensor with Raspberry Pi. So in this video we will see completely connection of the heartbeat sensor, how the different program will be used to configure this heartbeat sensor with Raspberry Pi. Also we will see the hardware connection of heartbeat sensor, LCD and LED module with Raspberry Pi. So before start this video I would like to tell you the flow of this project. So whenever we start the project it will give the first welcome message on the screen. Then it will show the place your finger message on the LCD. Our project is waiting for the heartbeat from the person. So once the person press the finger on the heartbeat sensor, then LED start blinking. So that means the heartbeat is detected by our sensor. Then it will show the what is the heart rate of that person on the LCD. So this is the complete flow of this project. So in this video we will see the hardware connection, we will see the programming part, we will see the different configuration that required to implement this project. So I would like to request you, please watch this complete video so that you will get idea about each and everything about this project. So before start the next part, I request you please subscribe my channel. Currently you can see I have 1476 subscriber and 3834 public watch hour. To verify my channel on the YouTube, I require 4000 watch hour. So I request you please watch this complete video so that this criteria will be complete easily. Also once you click on the subscribe button, you can see this is not only beneficial for me, it is also beneficial for you, because I have uploaded more than 50 video on Raspberry Pi. Then currently I am working on the Arduino also. Then there is Python basic webinar series also. So if you want to learn the Python Raspberry Pi IoT from me, you should subscribe my channel and you should learn from me freely and easily. So please click on subscribe button, please support me. So you can see on screen we have the heartbeat sensor, then we have the LCD, then LED and the Raspberry Pi. So basically this LED used to indicate whether our heart rate sensor detect our heart rate or not. So once the sensor detect the heart rate, then automatically this LED start working. And at the starting, when I start the project again, then you can see welcome message on the LCD, then our project name, and then it will show place your finger on the sensor. So I will again run the project. So welcome message first, so heartbeat sensor project name, and place your finger on sensor, because I haven't placed the finger, so that it is asking me. So I am now going to place the finger on the sensor. So you have to hold the sensor very carefully between two fingers so that it will detect your heart rate. So you can see carefully how I am holding this sensor. So 92, 100. So in this way it is detecting my heartbeat. So you can see once I again press the finger, so it will take some time to detect the heartbeat. So you can see LED also start blinking. So this is the complete idea behind this project. I hope you understand the working. Now we will see the hardware connection of this project. So before start the actual hardware connection, I would like to tell you what are the different types of hardware I have used in this project. So first I have used is Raspberry Pi 3B. So you can use Raspberry Pi 4 also. Then heart rate sensor, then LCD 16:2, and then LED module. So we will see how to connect each and every hardware with the Raspberry Pi one by one. So very important circuit is this one, MCP3008 IC. Basically why this IC I have used. So when this heartbeat sensor actually work on the ADC protocol, so whatever the value coming from this heartbeat sensor, it is analog form, and to convert that value into analog into digital we require ADC IC, because Raspberry Pi don't have the inbuilt ADC, so that we require this ADC IC. So first we will see how to connect this ADC IC with Raspberry Pi, and then we will see the later part of this circuit. Now it is very important part we are covering now. So first part is connecting the ADC IC with Raspberry Pi. So ADC IC I have used MCP3008 IC. You can purchase this IC from the Amazon or from the Flipkart or any nearby shop that you have. And now whenever you purchase and when it came to you, just search on this IC on Google, MCP3008 pinout. So once you click on the pinout, you will see the pinout connection of this IC. So this is the pinout. So you can see this is the pinout. So first number pin, you can see this is the first number pin of this IC, and here you can identify the dot. This is the dot of this IC, and the dot side pin is first number pin. So you can see right now I have same IC place with respect to this image. So first number is this one. So first number is this one, then second, then fourth, then fifth, 7, 8, then 9 till 16. So this is my first number and this is my 16 number. So you can see first I have connected the D ground pin, that is 9 number pin of this IC, and the 14 number pin, that is analog ground pin, shorted. So both 9 number pin and the 14 number pin is shorted right now. So you can see this is the connection that I have made. Now the next point is 16 number pin and 15 number pin, that is VCC pin. Both two are VCC pin of this IC. So that also I have shorted. You can see there is one jumper here. So these two pin also shorted. So these two pin, you can see this is jumper. By using this jumper, these two pin shorted. Now what next part I have did. So these two pin as considered as a VCC pin. So that I have taken one common pin, and this common pin given to this line. So this complete line of breadboard will act as a this line of breadboard will act as a VCC pin. And next you can see from this pin, that is the 14 number pin of this IC, is ground pin. So this ground pin also given to the common this pin, that is the second row of this breadboard, and this row will be act as a common ground pin for our circuit. So this one is common VCC and this one is common ground pin. So first now we will connect the common VCC pin to Raspberry Pi 6 number pin. So you can see this is my Raspberry Pi 6 number pin. So for that I have taken one male to female wire, and this pin will act as a, so please focus here, it is very careful, otherwise the circuit will be shorted. So first I will connect the common VCC pin, that is this one pin. This row act as a common VCC, so connect to 2 number pin is Raspberry Pi VCC pin, that is 5 voltage pin, because our sensor require 5 voltage. So that I have connected the 2 number pin. So VCC pin, common VCC pin to 2 number, then common ground pin. So this one is common ground pin to 6 number pin. So 6 number of Raspberry Pi act as a common ground, and the 2 number is common act as a VCC. So these 2 pin we have completed right now. Now the next part is you can see 10 number pin of this IC will act as a chip select pin. So we have to find the chip select pin of Raspberry Pi. So to identify the chip select pin of Raspberry Pi, you can go on Google again. So I will open the Chrome, and here you can type GPIO read all. So this comment you have to type and search, and then go to the image, and once you go to the image, open this image. Then you can see in this image the 24 number pin. You can see the 24 number pin of Raspberry Pi act as a chip select pin, that is 0 chip select pin. So we will connect first chip select pin of this IC. You can already noted we have already taken the pin out of this. So 10 number pin of this IC should be connected to 24 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So this one 10 number pin of IC should be connected to 24 number pin of Raspberry Pi. Okay, now the next part is D in pin, that is 11 number pin of this IC. This is the D in pin. So 11 number pin, that is D in pin, that is input pin of this IC, should be connected to output pin of Raspberry Pi. So output pin of Raspberry Pi nothing but master out slave in. So M master out MOSI. So you can see master out slave in this pin, and this pin is nothing but the 19 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So connect next pin to 19 number pin, next pin of IC. So this pin should be connected to 19 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So this is my 19 number pin of Raspberry Pi. Now the next part is D out pin of this IC, that is slave out master in. So D out pin of this IC, that is 12 number pin of this IC, should be connected to master in. So master in nothing but the 21 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So connect the third pin to 21 number. Connect the third pin of this IC to 21 number. Okay, now the last pin remaining, that is the clock pin of this IC. You can see this is the 13 number pin of this IC, and this should be connected to clock pin of Raspberry Pi. So clock pin of Raspberry Pi we can see here. So S clock is 23 number. So connect the last pin of IC, that is this pin, 13 number pin of IC to 23 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So in this way the complete connection of MCP 32008 IC with Raspberry Pi is completed. Now the next part is we have to connect our heartbeat sensor with Raspberry Pi. So you can see on screen this is the heartbeat sensor, and whenever you purchase this heartbeat sensor from the Amazon or from the Flipkart, you will get these 3 pins. So you can see first is negative pin, then plus pin, and then signal pin. Signal pin is nothing but the ADC pin that we have to connect. So first connect the negative pin to the ground pin of our common ground, then positive pin to common positive pin, and signal pin we will see later. So first I will connect the ground pin. So this is the ground pin of this IC, heartbeat IC. So connect it very properly and very carefully, otherwise it will damage. So ground to ground, then positive pin to positive. Now the signal pin of this IC, this is the signal pin of IC, should be connected to CH0 pin of MCP 3208 IC. So I have connected this one. So you can see on mobile, this is CH0 pin, that is first number pin of this IC. So signal pin of this heartbeat sensor should be connected to first number pin of this IC. I have connected here. So in this way the heartbeat sensor connection with Raspberry Pi is completed. Now the next part is we have to connect this LCD with your Raspberry Pi. So how I created this LCD module, I will explain you. So you can see whenever you buy the LCD on the Amazon or Flipkart, it is 16:2 LCD, and you will get only this LCD, not this circuit. So you have to create this circuit by yourself. So how I created this circuit, I will tell you. So now I am going to tell you how I created this circuit, 0 circuit, by my own. So first of all, whenever you buy the LCD on the Amazon, you will get only this green LCD. You have to create this circuit by your own on 0 PCB or on breadboard. So you can see the similar connection is here. So this is my main LCD. You can see 16:2. So there are 16 pins on this LCD. You can see 1 to 16. So first pin should be connected to ground directly, ground, and this is nothing but the 10K potentiometer. So you have to purchase 10K potentiometer. You can see this is the potentiometer. You have to purchase this potentiometer or any type of potentiometer which having the 10K value. You can also purchase this one also, or this one also, any potentiometer, this one also. Basically each potentiometer having the 3 pins. You can see these 3 pins, these 3 pins. So first pin should be connected to the VCC of this potentiometer. Second pin is nothing but the middle one pin. You can see this one is middle one pin of potentiometer. So you can consider this one, this middle one pin of potentiometer, or this middle one pin of this potentiometer. So connect the middle one pin to the VEA pin, and the third pin of this potentiometer should be connected to ground. That's why VCC also connected to ground. Then VSS is nothing but the ground pin of LCD, that is the first pin. You can see this is the ground pin of LCD. This is my VCC pin of LCD, common ground and common VCC. And then you can see till this part all the pins are same. So and this part is nothing but the controller pins. You can replace any controller at this point. So if you want to connect D4 pin, D5 pin, you can take it from this one, this one, this one, this one, and this is nothing but these 3 pins. So and this resistor is nothing but this one resistor, 560 ohm resistor, and this pin is LED negative pin, that is 60 number, is connected to ground directly. So connected to ground here directly. So this is connection I made by using this circuit. So I hope you understand how I created this circuit. So once you can design this circuit till this point, you can see till this one uh, and till this point. So you can directly connect any number of LCD pin, any LCD pin to any controller, and this represent the controller pin basically. So you can replace any controller at this point whenever you require Raspberry Pi. Also you can require Arduino. Also you can just do the plug and play. You can just do the plug and play with this circuit with this point. So this is common VCC point, this is common ground point, and this one is your input point which reflect this pin basically. Now first take the VCC pin of this LCD module to VCC pin of Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi VCC pin, there is one another pin of Raspberry Pi VCC pin, that is the 4 number pin. So I will connect the LCD VCC pin to 4 number pin of Raspberry Pi. Okay, so next part is ground pin of LCD module should be connected to common ground pin. So we have common ground pin already. So take this ground pin and connect to common ground pin here. So once power is okay, you can see this LCD display start working. Now the next part is enable pin of LCD module. So this is the enable pin. First is RS pin of this LCD module. So first is RS pin of this LCD module should be connected to 7 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So connect RS pin to 7 number pin. Okay, next is enable pin of this LCD module should be connected to 11 number pin of Raspberry Pi. Okay, perfectly alright. Now the next is D4 pin of this LCD module should be connected to 12 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So 12 number is somewhere here. Okay, so it's connected. Now the next is D5 pin of this LCD module should be connected to 13 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So 13 number pin is here, so I will connect here. So next is D6 pin of this LCD module should be connected to 15 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So this one is 15 number. Now D7 pin of this LCD module should be connected to 16 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So connect this to 16 number pin. So in this way LCD completed and the heartbeat sensor also completed. Now the only remaining part is this module, that is LCD LED module. So again LED having the 2 pins, you can see positive and the negative pins. So you can see LED having 2 pins, positive and negative. So positive pin from this LED connected to one point of resistor. So positive pin of LED should be connected to one point of resistor. Resistor should be 1 kilo ohm or 500 ohm, and the next part of that resistor should be connected to positive pin of Raspberry Pi, and negative pin of LED should be connected to directly ground. So you can see this circuit I have designed on the 0 PCB. You can also develop this circuit on the breadboard also. So first I connect the ground pin of this. So first I connect the ground pin of this circuit, that is LED circuit, to 39 number of Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi 39 number pin also act as a ground, so I will connect that pin to the ground. Okay, and the positive pin of LED, so this one is positive pin of LED, should be connected to 29 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So connect this pin to 29 number. So in this way our circuit is completed. Now I am going to run the program so to verify the circuit. Okay, now you can see welcome message printed on the LCD, that is LCD also working. Connection is perfectly alright. Place your finger. Now I will place the finger here. So heartbeat is 74 and 96 it is giving, and 1110. So now is stable. So in this way our complete connection is also working perfectly. So if you follow the step by step that I have told you, then definitely your connection will work. And the heartbeat sensor, you can notice here the heartbeat sensor is very sensitive. It will take at least 15-20 minutes to detect your heartbeat at the starting. So don't be panic at that time. Your sensor will be perfectly working alright. So it is completely hardware part of this project. Now we will see the importance of each and every line from the code. So So I have opened the code, and let's see importance of each and every line from the code. So first line is from pulse sensor import pulse sensor. So basically this is a library. So basically this is the pulse sensor library in which we can detect the heartbeat present or not. Then next is time. So if you want to add some delay in your code, then you require this time library. Then Raspberry Pi.gpio GPIO. So basically if you want to use any GPIO pin from Raspberry Pi for, let's say, for the LCD module, for LED module, so that time we require this library. Then GPIO.setMode GPIO board. So basically if you want to use Raspberry Pi as a complete board, then you can use a GPIO.setMode GPIO board function. Then GPIO.set warning to the false. So basically whenever you run the code, the every time Raspberry Pi gives you warning that whatever the code you have, whatever the GPIO pins you have used, it already used before. So to avoid that warning, you can use this line. So next line is LCD RS is equal to 7. So basically if you want to use any LCD pin or LED pin, we have to define that pin number in the code. So in hardware part, we will connect the RS number pin of LCD to 7 number, then enable to 11 number, then D4 to 12 number of Raspberry Pi, then D5 to 13, D6 to 15, D7 to 16, and LED pin to 29 number. So whatever the hardware pin we will use in the project, we will I have defined that pin here. Now next is some delay, and then next part is we have to define all the pin as output pin, because Raspberry Pi send the signal on that pin, so that that pin considered as a output. So whatever the LCD pin, whatever the LED pin, that considered as a output pin. So how to define that pin as a output or input? There is a one function gpio.setup, then pin name you have to pass, and gpio.out. So in this way we have defined all the pin as a input or all the pin as a output here. Now you can see LCD with 16, then character, all the line from the line 32 till line number this one, welcome. This code I have already explained in my this video, LCD with Raspberry Pi video, simulation video. So in this video I have defined, I have explained all the each and every importance of that line. So if you want to learn the LCD string function, LCD toggle function, then LCD byte function, then LCD initialization function, so watch this video. I will not explain again this concept here, because it will take again 20 to 30 minutes to explain that concept. So if you really want if you really want to understand that concept, please watch that video. I will add the Google Drive, I will add the video link in the description. Okay, so indirectly if you want to print any message on the LCD screen, then you can use the LCD string function, then heart. So first it will print the heartbeat sensor message on line number 1 and line number 2 of the LCD, then some delay. Then next is pulse sensor P. So basically whenever if you want to use any library, then you have to declare that library variable. So how to declare that library variable? By this line, pulse sensor P. So whatever the functionality for this pulse sensor library we can access by using P. So P dot start a sync BCM. So it will start the synchronization of BCM library for the pulse sensor. Then if the pulse detected by our pulse sensor, then it will store the pulse value into BPM by using this functionality. Then if the BPM minus 125, so 125, this count is very important in your case or my case also, because when I connected my pulse sensor, heartbeat sensor to Raspberry Pi, so in that time it will give me 210, 210, 200 something count. So basically whatever the actual count of my heartbeat, it is getting added with some noise. So noise is nothing but 125 value. So I have removed that noise from my pulse sensor input, that's why here 125. So in your case maybe your noise will little bit low, so you can remove that noise by changing this value. Okay, so if the pulse sensor minus 125 is greater than 0, then and then only it will turn on the LED. So once the turn on LED, that means your pulse is detected. So how to turn on the LED? There is one simple line, gpio.output, then LED name gpio.high. So in this way you will going to turn on the LED. Now next line is print. So whatever the message, whatever the heartbeat you have to found, that heartbeat you have to print on the Raspberry Pi window also. So you can print by using this print sentence. And next is you have to print that heartbeat value on the LCD screen. So how to print? LCD string your heartbeat rate, then LCD string str of int of BPM minus 125. So str of int, what is mean by that? So basically if you want to send any data on the LCD model, that data should be in the string form. So how to convert your integer value into string form? By using this operation, string of something value. So after that it will send the data plus BPM heartbeat rate, or we can say heartbeat unit on the LCD. So on line number 1 it will print your heart rate, and the line number 2 it will print whatever the BPM value. Now next, else part. So if the heartbeat is not detected by the sensor, then we have to print no heartbeat detected found on the Raspberry Pi window, and on the LCD we have to print place your finger on the sensor. So that means it is waiting for the finger on the sensor. So this message we have to place on the LCD by these two lines. And next we have to turn off the LED if there is no finger. So that's why GPIO.output LED pin GPIO.low. So this is the complete idea behind this code. I hope you understand. I again repeat, I haven't explained the toggle pin and basic functionality of LCD. If you want to learn that functionality, please watch this video. The video link in the description. Now we will see how to run the code. So first of all, you have to download this all the code from my Google Drive link. I will provide the Google Drive link in the description. So you have to download heart rate sensor folder from my Google Drive link. There is a 4 code. So you have to download all this code at one time and place into one folder. After that you have to go to Raspberry Pi, then preferences and Raspberry Pi configuration. So once you go to the Raspberry Pi configuration, go to the interface and SPI. You should enable the SPI and click on OK and click on reboot the system. So then your SPI will be start communicating. Otherwise your SPI will not work, because your ADC MCP32008 IC work on the SPI protocol. So that you have to enable this SPI communication. Okay. So you have to I hope you download the code, you have enable the SPI communication. Then after that you have to open this code, measure heart rate. So double click on this code. So once you double click on this code, you can see this code will be open, and if you want to run this project, click on this run button. So once you click on this run button, everything is okay. Then you can find there is no error and heartbeats no heartbeat found. That means your sensor is not connected, or you can say it means that you do not place your finger on the heartbeat sensor. So once you place the finger on heartbeat sensor, then you will get message your heart rate here and also on LCD and the BPM. So in this way you can run your project.